In life, you always want to focus on the most essential piece. And I'll explain what that means. This horse that I drew. When I drew this horse, I started with the most essential piece, the most essential shape, and then everything else grew off that shape. And the most essential piece was this shape right here. This is the most essential piece of this horse. This shape is the shape that everything else grows from. Everything, legs, neck, head, everything else grows from this base shape. That's the most essential piece. That's the number one piece. That's the number one piece, because if you don't have this piece, then the rest of the horse can't be drawn. So when I drew this horse, I started with this piece. Now later on, I may erase it and get rid of it so that you don't know it's there, just so you don't see how I began, but I left it there to teach a point about life. In life, you have to find the most essential piece of everything you're doing. And the most essential piece will allow you to do the other things connected to this piece more easily. A lot of times we focus on the minors and we miss the majors. We miss the major piece, the most essential piece that can make everything else work. In your relationships, at your job, with your business, your career, whatever, there's always an essential piece that you must focus on first. And if you get that right, all the other things will fall into place. Often it's called the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your results come from 20% of what you're focusing on or your efforts. I like to call it the essential piece, though, because it's just easier to understand when you look at it from that perspective. So always look for the most essential piece in anything you're doing, whether it's sports, business, relationships, even your own mind. What's the main thing that makes your own mind tick better? There's always an essential piece that if you focus on, especially in the beginning of something, if you focus on it, all the other parts will start to work out for you. And that's the best way to approach anything. It was just something I was thinking about as I was drawing this horse. The essential piece. This is Torrey Wilkerson with You Break Chains, and I want to make these things known to you. And remember, to have more, you must become more.